Hey everyone, this video is on braid tensions. The tension in a braid is very important because if you want to pull it apart or you want to wrap or you want to do different things, I always talk about tension of your braids in my seminars. If you've ever taken a class with me, you'll know I talk about it a lot, so I'm going to cover it here. We talk about tight, medium, and loose tension, and I use different tensions in the braid as I'm going. It doesn't matter what kind of braid. So I'm going to show you just a normal 3-strand braid and why tension is important. So we're going to take a braid and we're going to use tight tension. You're going to see that tight tension is great for that base area. You see how I'm pulling really, really tight? It's hard to see it, but you can feel it. You need to really pull. You're not hurting your client, but you're just tugging it right against her head. Make sure your tension is in your fingers and the hair, not her head. And so then we're going to braid nice and tight. This is tight, tight tension. I grip it with my fingers, hold it, don't let that thumb let that go, and cross it. Hold it, don't let that go. So that is a way to create tight tension. If you loosen up your thumb, it becomes medium tension. So keep your thumb there. I know dexterity can be a little bit difficult, but the more you practice, that dexterity comes. A lot of people say, oh, you just know how to braid, but I had to learn just like anyone else, and I did it over and over and over, and that's when the muscle memory starts. So just doing something repetitively. Okay, so this is tight tension. You can see nice and tight. Tight tension is good usually for the base area, but not so good with updos. The reason why, look at this, we can't pull it apart. It's so tight, I can't pull it apart. If I try to, it's gonna get really frizzy. Get really, really frizzy. So tight tension is good for if you just really want to show off that plait style, or for French braids or fishtail braids. But I'm going to take you into medium tension. Medium tension is my favorite for updos. Medium tension, we're going to unravel this. Medium tension is when you braid, but as you see, my thumb loosens up. My thumb is looser. So I'm not gripping it so tight. In medium tension, the hair isn't falling out, but it's not so tight that, look at this. Look how easy we can pull this apart. Look how perfect this is. You can pull it apart and create that beautiful pancake braid that looks great in updos. So, and it allows that braid section to spread without falling apart and without being too loose. So as you can see, this is a perfect kind of pancake look, and then you can roll this up or keep it down, and look at that updo. So pretty. Now let's go into loose tension. Loose tension is very dangerous because the hair can fall apart. Loose tension isn't used very often in braids, but you're going to see loose tensions when you don't use your thumbs at all. So you're just basically kind of throwing that hair over without using your thumbs to grip it. So this is really more for, and if you want to tie this off, this would be more for a very casual look, going to the beach or something, but to put it up into an updo, you end up getting a lot of what I call kind of mushrooming effect, or like a bowl. Everything pops out. And then what can happen if you try to use this as a pancake braid, it actually falls apart and you get gaps. So it's not used very often. The only time it might be used is if a little accent braid, you don't want to see a lot of a braid, but you want the hair to be looped. But it's really just good on extra long hair too. Be very careful with loose braids. My favorite in general is a medium tension braid, but I like to use tight in the beginning. The tightness in the beginning of any braid, no matter if it's on the side, anywhere, what it does, I just use it about 2 or 3 wraps, just like that. And you see my thumbs are really tight, but then I switch into medium. Just like this, medium tension. Notice my thumbs aren't holding as tight. So what happens when I pancake out my braid, you're going to see that this base never bubbles out. So a little bit of a tightness in the beginning and then work our way to medium is so, so good. So a medium tension is my favorite. A little bit of tightness to start will kind of hold that together for you, and you can lift this up and look how beautiful. So a lot of different things. If you're starting the braid on the head as a French braid or an inverted or a Dutch braid, a medium tension is the way to go. If you've ever done a tight braid and then you go to pull it apart, but it's too tight. You end up just seeing that braid and it gets really frizzy. Try a medium tension braid. I hope this helps. When you think of braids and updos, medium tension is the way to go. It's going to help you so much. Practice those tensions on a mannequin. Practice over and over and over. And then once your client comes in, you're going to be a lot more prepared on the desired look. I hope this helps, and I'll see you in my next video.